Hey, Eagle fans, I'm Thomas Mott. Welcome into Philadelphia Eagles. Now, happy Monday. Carson Wentz hasn't been traded yet. Quarterback situation remains the same, but there's plenty of updates today. I'm going to get you guys the latest Eagles news and rumors. Although, I want to hear your guys' comments. I'm going to ask plenty of questions as I always do, but I want to see what you guys are thinking right now as of the Monday after the Super Bowl, the real start of the offseason, how you're feeling about the Eagles quarterback situation. I'll be reading those comments and replying to a lot of them down below. Let's go ahead and start, though, with the latest on Carson Wentz. You heard a lot of updates over the weekend. You saw some updates on this channel. Let's get you the absolute latest update on where we stand with Carson Wentz. Side note, if he gets traded this week, there's a chance that maybe he's traded, before you watch this video. So just know that we will get you guys up to date on that. But of course, trades can happen at any moment. But this video, of course, going live here on a Monday morning. So right now, again, you heard this before, Bears and Colts are the two front runners currently for Carson Wentz. Doesn't mean there aren't other teams interested, but these are the two teams apparently that are offering the most, according to what we're hearing. The deal is expected to happen this week, and it feels like, honestly, it's inevitable. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when this deal goes ahead and goes through. For me, the compensation, what you get in return for Carson Wentz is the real question, and that's the focus right now of this video, because early as yesterday, we got a bunch of different tweets and rumors and reports talking about potential trade packages the Bears or the Colts could go ahead and offer. I want to dive into those for you guys right now. There are two main Bears mock trades that have been rumored, both of which very interesting. Here's the first one. So the Eagles would get number 20 overall. They would get a 2022, so next year's third-round draft pick, and Nick Foles. Yes, Nick Foles is rumored to be in the mix to go ahead and be traded back to Philadelphia. More thoughts on that in a second. That's your first Bears mock trade. How about your second one? This one is the one I've heard a lot more in terms of being more real. Eagles get number 20 overall. Nick Foles, Tariq Cohen, the short running back, who's a great pass-catching back coming out of the backfield, ACL injury this past year. But then the Bears would get Carson Wentz and an Eagles 2021 second. That one came from Howard Eskin, 94 WIP. That one to me feels very likely. I think if you're getting Tariq Cohen back, you're probably going to have to give the Bears something. I don't know if I want to give up a second-round draft pick. It's a little bit early there, but maybe later round draft pick in terms of third or fourth could be coming back to Chicago to go ahead and make this trade actually happen. Now, before we go ahead and continue, I do want to go ahead and show you the Tariq Cohen tweet that came out yesterday after all these rumors were go ahead and hopping. And it looks like Tariq Cohen is honestly saying, hold on, I'm not going anywhere. So, you never know what's happening with these actual trades. But Cohen said this, quote, let me clear this up real quick. Just got the phone with head coach and GM. Bears fan, we locked in. Don't worry, people say anything nowadays, man. That to me tells me that everything we heard regarding Tariq Cohen is not exactly accurate. So again, all these rumors we keep hearing, I just give you the rumors that we're hearing right now. I do not give you guys, the absolute guaranteed trade options. This is just what people keep tweeting at. Listen, Tariq Cohen could be lying in here. I'm not going to say he is. I think he probably did call the head coach and GM. Maybe they're lying to Tariq Cohen. Maybe he is traded. Who knows? But again, I'm going to update you guys on what the Bears potentially are offering right now for Carson Wentz. Let's move over to the Colts right now, as again, the Colts have first-round draft pick, number 21 overall. That could be go ahead and thrown in there, but I was reading an article by NBC Sports in Philadelphia saying, why not just go ahead and do Darius Leonard for Carson Wentz straight up, right? Just get a star young linebacker for Carson Wentz. I'm not sure I'm thrilled about that. I don't know if that's exactly what I'd really want to go ahead and do, and I'd rather get a first-round draft pick. That's my overall opinion, but that's what the Colts could go ahead and look like if you wanted to go player for player in terms of wins for Darius Leonard. Okay, which of the three trades that I just showed you guys, what would you guys want? Would you want Bears mock number one, where you get Foles a second or a first and a third? Would you want to go ahead and Tariq Cohen, Nick Foles, and a first, and then give up a second? Or how about a Colts one, Darius Leonard for Carson Wentz straight up? Let me know down below. Type 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to be hearing from you guys in the comment section. Listen, the one thing I want to go ahead and focus on here, of course, is the Nick Foles. I think Nick Foles creates more confusion. Now, on one hand, bringing back the former Super Bowl MVP, the hero of Philadelphia in 2017, made to play backup quarterback, to me, it's interesting and exciting. I love Nick Foles. He even brought Philadelphia Eagles a Super Bowl. However, this creates all sorts of drama. It's you're really going to trade Carson Wentz for Nick Foles, and you bring Nick Foles back to what? Be the starter? Is he going to be the backup? Are you creating, Carson Wentz, Nick Foles drama 2.0 with Jalen Hurts, right? To me, it's pick a quarterback, stay on that quarterback, and don't quit bringing in these backup quarterbacks who could be causing all sorts of drama. Again, Nick Foles, great teammate. Maybe he is the better backup quarterback, instead of having Hurts as the backup, put him as the starter, and then Foles as the backup, but it does create a little bit of confusion. Actually, let me just say this. It's weird that they would trade back for Nick Foles after it was Doug Peterson who wanted to keep Nick Foles. They got rid of Doug Peterson, and now they bring back Nick Foles without Doug Peterson. So, a lot of drama. Will Nick Foles be included in a trade? I have absolutely no idea, but it is being hinted around right now, and so as we always do, we bring you guys the latest news and rumors that we are hearing. Okay, pin comment down below. Do you want Nick Foles to be included in a Bears trade offer? Yes, but also it's kind of weird, kind of no. I'm curious what you guys think about this. Do you want Nick Foles in a Bear trade? Type Y down below for yes, N down below for no. It'll be a pinned comment. So the top comment that we post here, go ahead and reply to that. Okay, There was also an article this morning released by PhillyVoice.com, which has a very interesting take on the current state of Carson Wentz and how he's essentially lost a locker room. There's a report that he has completely lost a locker room and that all the players, or at least the majority of players, are more for Jalen Hurts starting and want Jalen Hurts to be the starter, and that kind of adds more fuel to the fire on the idea that the Eagles are going to go ahead and trade Carson Wentz. The Philly Voice article, let's go ahead and throw that one up. Quote, players were pissed that Wentz reportedly planned to ask for a trade and wants out if he's not going to be the starting quarterback, sources said. They interpreted it as if Wentz was quitting on them. Some thought it was Wentz quitting on himself, running away from an open competition for the starting role with rookie Jalen Hurts. This is not anything, I don't think, controversial or dramatic. This is nothing new. Like, you kind of expected this from some players who probably had Wentz's back the past couple of years, and now it feels like Wentz is being like, I'm not going to win the job, peace out, and that probably rubs some people the wrong way. It makes sense that this would cause drama from an internal perspective. Again, I think I would be upset too if my quarterback was like, I don't really want to compete for a starting job. I'm going to go ahead and leave. But I also understand Carson Wentz's standpoint and how, Carson Wentz was promised the moon. He was given a big contract. They then brought in a backup with a second-round draft pick and then benched him for it, even though they were still competing for the NFC East crown. I see both sides of this, but it doesn't surprise me at all that, of course, Jalen Hurts is getting a little bit more backing in the locker room because I think the team likes what Hurts was able to bring during those 4 games. And honestly, if he comes in and plays really well, I've talked about comparing him to a young Russell Wilson. If he can turn into that, then this Wentz potential trade is going to look like the Eagles knew exactly what they were going to go ahead and do, and that is the hope, I think, at least in terms of if Carson Wentz is traded. How about this? What's your level of confidence in Hurts as a QB1, scale 1 to 10? It's looking like we're getting to the point where Wentz is going to be traded at some point this week, and then you're going to have Jalen Hurts as your first quarterback or quarterback number 1. What's your confidence in him? Give me a scale from 1 to 10. Before we keep going quickly, there are some Eagle hats on sale right now with our friends over at chatsports.com/Eagles hat. Right now, 60% off. Again, the link is right down below. It'll be down in the subscription box. You got a bunch of snapbacks. You got the flat bills, the fitted hats. There are so many different options. They even have the one that I wore to a Super Bowl party yesterday, which is the Super Bowl hat from 2017. You can still pick up that one. The Eagles are going to be Super Bowl champs forever. They're immortalized in history. All of these, again, on sale, chatsports.com/Eagles hat. Link is down below right now in the description box. Okay, final bit of news here. An interesting tweet came out of the AP, the Eagles beat writer, Rob Mattey. We'll read that here in just 1 second, talking about, 1, how the Eagles are close to trading Carson Wentz, and 2, a player kind of backing Wentz. We said earlier players were not, but a player backing Wentz and saying that even if Wentz is traded, then the problem still remains in Philadelphia, a hint at being the GM and probably president overall in Jeffrey Lurie. I'm not going to say the Eagles are turning into a bad franchise. It just feels like they've had one of those bad franchise off seasons where they just cannot get out of their own way and the drama continues to grow and grow and grow. It's just getting exhausting right now with just how dramatic the Eagles have been. You pictured them as the star franchise just a couple of years ago. They won a Super Bowl. They can still get back there, but there are some deep issues they need to work out right now this offseason. Let's pull up Rob Mattey's tweet. The AP Eagles beat writer says, quote, former Eagle player told me, quote, Doug wasn't the problem. Carson isn't the problem. The problem is still there. This feeling has been expressed to me by several others recently. More people around the league have shared similar thoughts with me over the past week in Tampa. Now, he wouldn't go into details about what exactly the players said were the problem, but I think we can kind of guess that this seems to be a GM. It seems to be a president, a CEO, an internal problem right now in Philadelphia that goes beyond the quarterback. For me, I've said this all along. Just pick your quarterback and move on, okay? Because there's all this drama in the locker room. We talked about it earlier. There's all this drama at the front office. Pick your quarterback and put all of your support behind the quarterback. Whether, maybe you keep Carson Wentz. Make it Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is our starter. Boom, rolling it. They trade him, then it's like, guys, Jalen Hurts, 100%. We're going Hurts all the way. That way you have a leader to build around. There's a reason the Bucs won the Super Bowl yesterday. Yes, they have a great overall team, a ton of talent everywhere, linebacker, pass rusher, wide receiver, but it's because they have a quarterback they all believe in, and the organization 100% is behind in Tom Brady. I'm not saying that, you just back Jalen Hurts and they're going to instantly go to the Super Bowl, but you need to give the quarterback of the Philadelphia Eagles the confidence that, hey, I'm not going to lose my starting job after 1 or 2 bad starts. That was part of the Carson Wentz problem last year. You draft Jalen Hurts, and it's like, hey, listen, Carson, we love you, but also we're going to send a second-round draft pick on Jalen Hurts, and if you mess up, he's coming for your job. And eventually he did get Carson Wentz's job. Whether it was deserved or not, still up for debate. I think you could have rolled with Wentz, but of course Hurts, had a nice win against the Saints, and that was basically it. So we have this drama going on in Philadelphia, and it's just disappointing right now to be a fan and covering this team, and you feel like they were one of the premier franchises in the league. They probably still are. Again, good draft, good offseason. I've talked about ways that they can get better and go back to the NFC East crown, but they need to figure things out, and all these negative reports we keep seeing, be nice if they could just stop and get back to good old-fashioned Eagle football, because they used to be, or at least have been, a really good franchise, especially in the offseason, doing really well in free agency and sometimes in the NFL draft. Also, we're going to be doing, or there is a Wentz destination video over on our main Chat Sports channel. So go ahead and check that one out. You see the thumbnail on your screen right now. Potential places that he could possibly go. Again, Chicago, with the Colts, other spots. Other guys at Chat Sports did a great video on that one. And of course, make sure you guys are subscribed to the latest Carson Wentz trade news, because I'm telling you, maybe he gets traded the second I finish this video. If that's the case, then scrap this and we roll over to a Carson Wentz reaction video. When he's traded, guys, I'm telling you, I'll have up to date as quickly as possible. Of course, it takes time to film and upload, but it'll be within hours, I should say, of Carson Wentz being traded. We'll have it covered here on Philadelphia Eagles Now. Again, I do think that we are, maybe not today, because, right after the Super Bowl, a little bit of hangover there, but I think this week, as early as tomorrow, maybe even Wednesday, a trade could be coming based on everything we keep hearing. Again, maybe they come out and say, hey, I'm not going to trade him, and Wentz says, I'm staying, and then we just move on. But it is definitely feeling like a trade is coming, and everybody's been tweeting and texting and talking about it in the national media, and so we're ready to rock and covering that for you guys here on the channel. Okay. Ultimately, have for today here on Philadelphia Eagles Now. I'm your host, Thomas Mott. Like I said, stay tuned, because buckle up, right? You never know what's going to be happening in the coming days and weeks. We'll have it covered for you guys here on Philadelphia Eagles Now, your one-stop shop for everything regarding your favorite team, of course, Philadelphia. Again, ultimately, have for today, I am Thomas Mott as we go ahead and sign off. Stay safe out there. Hopefully, you're not having a hangover after the Super Bowl. Enjoy the rest of your, Monday is when you're watching this video. We'll see you guys in a later video. See you guys.